Hi mermaids, and welcome to your very first new moon tapping video. So let's talk a little bit about the energy that's going on this weekend. So we have a new moon solar eclipse in Capricorn. So there's visual aids for this today. So our new moon is actually in Capricorn. So in tarot, that's the devil. We're talking about business. Capricorn, the devil, and business. Now, not necessarily business as in an enterprise, but the business, the work, getting to the work of your goals and your dreams. That could be the showing up, the keeping the task plan, the habit tracker, whatever it is you've got going on. We're talking about the work. High Priestess is our representative for the moon and the sun. Even though she's connected to the moon, she is really a great one for the new moon or an eclipse. So she's going to show us something that may be hidden. Change plans maybe, especially when we consider that there is Cancer influence in this full moon as well. So a movement, a change of movement with the Chariot card, with a little bit of direction. So the work that you've been doing over the last couple of months may mean a change of course or a change of direction. And the sun behind the moon, or the sun in front of the moon, whichever it is, they're going to be illuminating that change. Now, some of you may have already had some aha moments over the last couple of days. I know I've certainly had one this morning while I was doing my morning pages. Something about the block in my process, or the incompletion of a process that I was doing, that came up. So things like that, where you stop, you take another look at what you've been doing, you backtrack, and then you kind of, fix, recorrect, re-navigate, and get back on. So the other part of this energy over the weekend is Jupiter, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Again, we've got movement, turning, things spinning. This is good. We're not going backwards per se, even if we have to redirect or re-navigate. So we have the High Priestess, the Devil card, which represents the work, getting to the business, not necessarily business per se, and the Wheel of Fortune, which is being influenced by Cancer and Pluto. Now, Pluto is an interesting mix for this particular moon, the Judgment card, because while we're working with the Devil, everything's going to fall over. While we're working with the Devil card, we're going to tap a little. We're going to tap this. This is going to be the theme for our tapping. That's why I'm bringing all this up. While we're working with this, we have to be willing to let things go. We have to be willing to say that maybe what we were doing wasn't working, and just admit it and move on without judgment, without a sense of failure, without trying to compare and contrast our progress or where we're at with someone else in a similar situation. So that judgment energy is going to come up. And that's why I want you guys to focus this year on not what you're letting go of, not what you're losing, but what you're gaining. So if you do have to course correct, if this moon and this solar eclipse does actually push you to start the new beginning somewhere else, not where you thought it was going to be, just accept it and move into the energy. Okay, because what you will gain will always outweigh anything negative. So we're really trying to stay focused on those gains and all of that positive energy. So that's what we're going to tap into today. Tapping into that whole energy with all the cards we just talked about. So take a nice deep breath. And relax. Hand up, and taking full responsibility for anything that comes up today. Remember, this is our left hand, right fingers, and we're just going to tap. Take a nice deep breath as we keep our tapping going. I'm going to connect to the energy of this new moon. I'm going to let it guide me. I'm going to allow things that I have been resisting to come into the light. And I'm going to accept them at face value without any judgment. And I'm doing this because I wish to add to the experience that is my life. And I'm going to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself for not seeing these things before. And I'm going to love, honor, and forgive anyone who may have blocked them, including myself. Top of the head. I'm focusing on what I will gain. I'm focusing on adding value. I'm focusing on allowing this new moon to show me opportunities that I have pushed into the dark. And I am forgiving myself for not seeing them sooner. I'm willing to readjust. I am willing to renegotiate. I'm willing to change course, to get into alignment with the energy that this new moon brings, that allows me to fast track my goals for 2019. And I'm opening up to the possibility that this new energy, the energy that was hidden before, is now only showing itself because it's the right divine time. And I'm trusting in the power of Jupiter. I'm trusting in the turning of the wheel, that I am perfectly aligned with everything that is being added to my life, with all the gains this new moon brings me, because I am in the flow. And I'm going to stay in the flow. And I'm not going to judge my progress and compare myself to others. Because comparison stunts my growth. So I'm moving forward. I'm gaining momentum. I'm recalibrating. And I'm going to do the work. I'm ready to do the work. I'm aligned to the work. Because 2019 is my year to shine. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a nice deep breath. done, mermaids. We'll see you under the full moon.